the main reason for this video is to kind of talk about the state of YouTube right now. I know a lot of you may dismiss a lot of the things that I'm going to say because obviously I'm not that big of a YouTuber, and it may seem that some of the stuff that I say is not relevant or is not due to sorry, it's not tied to a specific reason of why it's happening. But I'm just going to dive straight into it and just explain how I feel about the whole YouTube. So one thing is, when you open up YouTube and you type in a video, right? What are the first five recommendations that you see, right? It's most likely going to be people with a lot of viewers, right? Or maybe someone who's using AdWords, right? Those are ways to expose your video, and obviously the more views you get, the higher your video goes up in the rankings or up on a page list. And I feel the way YouTube does their kind of what video should be displayed or not is based around views and likes, essentially. If you put out a video, right, and you get a lot of likes, you get a lot of views, your video will simply climb up. That's just how it works, right? But obviously, a lot of way how people manipulate this system is by obviously they would make a video, right? A really troll video, maybe a clickbaity video where it would kind of get people funneling into the video just to write hate comments, but at the same time, that person's getting a lot of views. Right, so he's making all these views, right? He's making all this money from it as well, and he's just getting a lot of traffic, a lot of attention. And this is why people do this, is because they know they can get your attention, get your money, and kind of boost their video so it goes high. But it shouldn't be up there because it's probably a troll, it's probably crap content, it's probably you probably didn't even go there in the first place to watch that. You just went there to say a hate comment. Like it happens on Twitch, it happens on YouTube. Like it's just the way things work. Like people are just can't contain themselves when they go to these kind of people, and then they feed them. It's just what happens. So sometimes when you search for videos, you can sometimes bump into a video that isn't what you're looking for, or it's just complete crap. Now on the other hand of that is you can have a guy who releases a really good video, right? Say if it's a really good gameplay video, an AMV or whatever you want to think of, right? And he could just get like 20 views within a week. That's all he has. And you know, it's just such a shame to think of it as the amount of time and effort that people put into their videos is normally wasted because of the fact of because of the way YouTube works, in the sense of viewers equals success all the time. Like nothing else is kind of taken into consideration. So it's like there is always kind of that confliction between, is it worth doing because of if I'm only going to get this result. Then again, I don't think people should be looking to make videos to get results from them. Like personally for myself, I don't have a lot of views in my videos. I have one successful video, I'd say. I have like 137 subscribers. I'm so happy for what I have. Like I love the fact that I have so many subscribers. To me, to someone who has 1 million subscribers, that's not gonna seem anything. He could lose 137 subscribers and it wouldn't even matter to him. But for me, just to see that back when I was young, I wouldn't even want to make YouTube videos because I was so scared of how the community would treat me. But obviously, growing up, I had to kind of maintain this mindset that it's gonna be okay, that I can do things that I like, because I love to play games. I love to um give out anime content. You know, this is the kind of stuff that I'm new to, but I feel it feels really great when I actually complete it and I can put it on there. Like I edit in Sony Vegas, right? And I'm not the best editor. But just seeing a video come together with the way you want it to be, with the music you wanted to play, with the clips you wanted to show, and then see it uploading, and then it's finally there, your own creation. It's a really great feeling, you know, and it's about the journey. It's about the journey getting to that point of where you finish it. It's not about the end result. It's about the journey getting there. Did you enjoy it? Was it worth it? Do you like what you're doing? It should never be a case where you do something because you want a result. So, you know, sure, you have some viewers who are low. Some of them put their heart out into their videos to because they like to, they enjoy making videos, and they just put it out there for people to watch, while others try really hard to get a big result out of it. And then it's very demotivating when you obviously put so much effort into a video, you release it and it doesn't get any views, doesn't get any traffic. Regardless if you're trying to make money from the video or not, the demotivating point is when a lot of people see their videos not getting the attention they feel it deserves, or not being given a chance. Because let's be honest, as humans, what do we look at? Right? Are we going to watch a video with 5 views, or are we going to watch a video with 5,000 views? Or 50,000 views, I should say. You're obviously going to feel more comfortable picking a video with 50,000 more views because you feel, oh, maybe that YouTube is a bit more stabilized. Maybe he has more backing, more growth in his channel. Maybe people like him for a reason, which is why he has so many subscribers or so many views, because people trust this guy. Yeah, sure, that can be true. But at the same time, a lot of us would just dismiss the other guy who has like 5 views because we feel that his content may be trolling, it may be shit, people just aren't interested in it. But that's not always entirely true. So the way YouTube organize their videos in terms of what's at the top or not, it's just always dependent on the YouTube channel and its current standing and stuff like that. So a lot of the time you'd have like one person who releases a video, he gets really successful, like it's really successful, he becomes really popular for it, just one video, right? But then you have like 1,000 other people who fail, and those 1,000 other people could have been really good, motivated, put their heart out into their videos, wanted to do a series, all this stuff, and they just wanted some people to kind of share it here and there, and maybe if it turns viral, sure. If it doesn't, then they don't give a shit, because at the end of the day, I feel nowadays people expect their videos to kind of blow up and just be out there. They feel, yeah, this is gonna make a massive hit, this is gonna be it, this is gonna be the shit. It's not always true. And the thing is, when you start to expect that, you will definitely receive a massive blow when it doesn't. When things don't go your way, you will definitely feel a massive blow, and it will push you down. It will crush you, and you will stop. And the number one thing to YouTube success, and I'm not even gonna say YouTube success, because YouTube success is just, those words are just thrown around so much nowadays. It's about, YouTube is about having a community, right? In my opinion, YouTube isn't about making money, right? It isn't about getting a massive following where everyone's talking about you, becoming Twitter verified or whatever. It's not about that. Those are the things that come with it, but the main thing about YouTube, right, is your consistency, right? The main thing is if you feel happy with what you're doing, right? It's about, are the videos you're releasing catering to the people you want to cater to? Do you have a community of 5 people? Do you have a community of, let's say, 5,000 people? I feel when people say community, sometimes they're talking about a massive group of people. Well, it doesn't have to be. I would personally, I love my channel, right? I'm really happy with the way it is right now. It doesn't get a lot of views, sure. I would be lying if I told you that sometimes when I put effort into a video and it doesn't get viewers, that I wasn't upset. I would be lying, because sometimes I do feel, oh man, I put some effort into that. It's a shame. Like I say, it's a shame that it didn't grow off. But I try to push myself past negativity and say, well, I enjoy doing this, so I'm going to keep going. Doing things like playthroughs, AMVs, montages, they're not easy to do, and they take a lot of work, especially playthroughs, sorry. Every playthrough consists of about, what, 20 to 25 minutes per part, and when you're playing like a very long game, it can go up to like, what, 20-ish parts, and sitting there recording your gameplay every day, rendering and uploading that stuff, obviously all dependent on your computer, your hardware, your internet speed, your bandwidth, and when you finally get it up there, it's a lot of fucking work. So it's not easy to do these kind of things, and this is why it's hard to kind of pinpoint one thing that should make a person keep going. If his videos, like, if his videos don't get enough attention, what does he do next? But it's just like, people look at what's good and they try to copy it, right? People look at what's viral and they try to copy it. And sure, everyone makes like everyone will make a certain type of content the same way, right? Maybe they'll tweak up a little bit. And it's hard, sometimes it's hard to be unique. Sometimes it's hard to find that little part that will be different. But it's like, even if your videos do end up being the same, it's about if you enjoy doing it yourself. Like, did you enjoy making that video? Did you enjoy playing through the game you're playing? Number one thing I hate to see in YouTubers and Twitch streamers is them playing a game they don't want to play, and the only reason why they're playing it is because it gets them views. That is absolutely wrong, horribly wrong that they are doing that. It's not fun. They shouldn't be doing it. No means should they be doing that, right? So it's like being able to stay true to yourself, to what you're like, and whether, as I said, whether you have a community of 5 people or 5,000 people, it's still your community, it's still your following. I would love if my videos got 2 people or 1 person that they were watching every one of my videos, always liking my videos, always sharing my videos. That 1 person, right? He was always there. That would feel so much more special to me because of the fact that he's accepted the way I make my content and he likes the content I put out. So when I see his comment or I see his like or I see his share, right, I feel good. It feels great because it's just one guy who feels interested in my content, and it motivates me to say, okay, I want to make part 2 now, or I want to do more of this. I don't need 5,000, 10,000 people telling me that. You know, having a small, it doesn't matter what size my community is, it doesn't matter what size my following is. I don't care for getting famous because I couldn't even do YouTube full time if I wanted to. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like it's no point me pretending to be someone that I'm not, or trying to pretend that I'm this great content creator and I'm going to promise all these things that that I want to deliver, and I don't end up doing it because I'm putting so much limitations on myself and I'm setting myself such a high bar. And it's like, why am I doing that for something that's not even guaranteed? That's hardly guaranteed. Too many people do YouTube to guarantee success, and it's not what you should be on YouTube for. People want to watch good content, right? Sure, people want to watch specific kind of content. Sometimes when people watch a video and it's not what they're looking for, they will leave. Sure, but the people who really like your stuff and it actually means something to them, they will stay. Sure, no, they're not always vocal, but they will comment. They will like it or comment in some way. There's no way to tell who liked your video, right? Maybe there is, there is, but I don't know. I don't think there is, at least. But it's like, sure, having a lot of people comment on your video and like it, it feels great sometimes, but it's like, are you, it's like, you have to ask yourself this: are you there just for your community? If your community was to leave you, would you then not want to do YouTube anymore? Or are you there because you like the content you're putting out? You enjoy getting up in the morning and making videos because it makes you happy, and it makes you happy to see others happy because of your content. So it's like, you have to ask yourself, which one are you, right? And it's a problem with people's mindset. It's a problem with YouTube as well. I don't feel they give enough credit to more of the lower view channels. There's a lot of disparity between the big channels and the lower level channels. View channels, sorry. I feel they could do much more to kind of balance the two, to allow newer channels to get more of a spotlight and stuff like that, especially when, you know, they kind of compare, like, if the 5 viewers on your video, if they watched it all the way through or not. That also could be another way of comparing stats between a video that's worth watching or not, because then that way you can see if you're watching a troll video and the majority of the people turn it off at 5 seconds compared to a video that people watch all the way through. Maybe they can kind of say, well, you know, one video is clearly more wanted than the other one, and then they can probably do some stats with that. And then obviously when people's mindset is, you know, are people enjoying what they're doing? Is the journey mattering to them? Is all they want is results? You know, and then unfortunately you do have those people that do get really famous of one video, and then they don't want to do that kind of video anymore, and then they say, well, I want to do this, and then like their whole community leaves, and then they kind of like disappear off YouTube. That does happen sometimes as well. So even becoming famous on YouTube, it's not guaranteed it's going to stay there. Like, you gotta remember, when you become a specific channel, you are that one type of channel. And the minute you change, you better fucking hope people stay with you, because most of the time they won't. You know, but at the same time, becoming a variety channel is really hard as well, because people are looking for consistent content from one type, right? And like, for me, I'm so thankful because obviously I have quite a lot of friends on my YouTube channel that are like all chipping in to kind of put content out there, but it's a lot of different stuff, right? It's obviously I released a video earlier on today talking about the kind of channel direction, but it's still not specific. There's stuff to do with anime, gaming, and real life stuff. And it's just those three things that makes me happy. I love to do these three things in my life personally. They're the most interesting to me. So, sometimes I'll do a playthrough of a game, or sometimes I'll just do a couple of montages or an AMV for an anime that I'm really enjoying. It's like what motivates me to make a video is is feeling it. Like I get an idea in my head and I say, do I want to do this? Is this what I feel to do? Is it going to be fun? Right? And the minute I open Sony Vegas and I put clips in there, I can always tell if I'm doing this for myself or doing it to get a reaction. And this is how I feel people should judge themselves: is as they're making their videos, do they feel it's worth making because it's going to make them happy? Do they feel it's worth making because it's something that they feel is going to be funny or interesting to someone? Or are you just going to sit there and make a video because everyone else is doing it and everyone else who did it somehow got good amount of views from it, so you're going to do it as well, and that's it? Because it's really not about getting to the end point. Like, honestly, I'm never going to become a big YouTube channel. I'm never going to become popular, and I'm completely fine with that. There was no way I could handle my YouTube channel popping off anyways. And literally, while I'm on breaks from education and stuff, this is what I love to do. It's a hobby to me. It's fun for me. It takes my mind off more of the negative stuff in life and allows me to put my positivity in things that matter. I play games. I love anime. These are the things I do like literally every day, and so when I get an idea to make a video about it, it's super fucking fun for me to do it. And it's like, don't make a video and say, oh yeah, I put so much effort into this, it's better get a lot of results. Because if you ever start thinking like that, fate will always try to find a way to make that not a reality for you. So YouTube has a lot of issues with its system and just with people's mindset in general. I do feel it's unfair for a lot of content creators who are just completely swamped by the higher content creators, because trust me, there are so many good YouTube channels out there, so many good ones that put so much effort into the videos, but unfortunately they just don't get the following. And sure, they may deserve it, but it's life. What can you do? If you don't get it, you don't get it. But at the end of the day, like, people can tell. Like, sometimes people watch a channel. They will see you have like a low view channel, and then if that's it, if you make a video and then you just don't make one ever again, then that's not consistency. That's you giving up. You've just kind of lost yourself right there, because you're doing it for a result and you're not doing it as your own person. Like, for me, I'm not gonna lie, I have quit a few series before. The playthrough that I'm doing now, I'm so determined to get it done. It's gonna be long, right? I'm sure I get like what, 6 views, 10 views. Hell, this video's probably gonna get the same amount of views as well. But that doesn't matter to me, because at the end of the day, I'm doing this because I feel there's either something on my mind that I want to talk about, a game that I want to show off, an anime that I feel emotional about, so I kind of want to put a few clips together. I'm doing it because I feel it's fun, because it's what I want to do. And that's simply the only reason why it's there. There's no reason telling me to make a video apart from the fact that I want to do this. And sure, you put a video out, you go to bed, you wake up, you look at your views, 6 views, okay, fine, it's whatever. You carry on, you make the next video. You keep it consistent, you keep it going, you keep your channel flowing within the YouTube network. And this is exactly what I was trying to explain before, and this is obviously what my idea is for YouTube in general, is consistency. And sometimes people put a lot on themselves to kind of release a video every day, and if you're a new YouTuber, obviously you can't find the right balance between how much you should be giving out, what type of content you should be giving out, and stuff like that. And a lot of the time people will tell you, if you're a new YouTuber, you should put out videos daily. I do somewhat agree with that. Maybe a 5-minute video each day of just something you feel that you want to do. and then maybe every other day you can put out like a, for me it would be like a gameplay video or whatever, like a more 15-minute to 20-minute gameplay video, or just stuff like that. So when you start to get into the whole YouTube, you got to learn to pace yourself, because there is obviously burnout, and if you're not careful you can actually end up hating what you're doing, even though if you loved it at the start. So it's about managing that. Even myself, I'm still trying to manage the amount of videos and content that I'm making, because I can't just fully dedicate to YouTube every day. That's not what I'd want to do. So yeah, I just had this kind of I've had this bad feeling about YouTube on my chest for quite a while, and I just thought the best. You see, like I felt like I wanted to make this video just to kind of look back on for myself, and just to hear the stuff that I was ranting on about, and the stuff that's actually wrong with the system, and maybe if some of you guys don't understand why your YouTube channel isn't popular, then this can give you some insight to that as well. But I know a lot of people know this already or feel like this, and I know a lot of the bigger YouTubes have already addressed this as well, but I don't care if they've addressed it. It's about me and what I feel is more important. So this has gone for 21 minutes. It's a very long video. I gotta put something up here to show some kind of footage, so it's not just looking at a black screen. But yeah, guys, thank you very much if you've listened thus far. If you liked what you heard, if you agree with me in any way, just comment down below. Please like and subscribe as always. That will help this video reach more people. And obviously, you know, if this kind of if this kind of real talk interests you, then I'll definitely think of doing more. So just let me know what you guys think. If there's something that I've said something wrong, or I'm looking into it in a wrong point of view, then obviously tell me that as well. I'm all ears. I really just want to be able to talk to you guys if there's anything that you want to say. So please do. And I'll see you on the next video. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.